Hello again and welcome to another YouTube tutorial for Funky String Art. Today we're going to be making this design. I've called it a beehive and I think that's wrong actually. It doesn't look like a beehive. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board with the name. But for the time being it's a beehive. I'm going to show you how to make this pattern. So I've got the prepared card here, and I've done one of the sides so that you can see it, and just a rule of thumb, because you can get confused between the holes that go around the outside and the ones in the center. So let's just think about those. So yeah, you've got the essential hexagon, I'll put it this way, the hexagon going on the outside all the way down, and then you've got those dots, let's bring it up closer, the design going into the center. Okay, so what I've done is I've called, just turn this, I've called the outside, or labeled the outside A. There should be A1 actually. On the template, that on the kit it's A1 there, and the kind of spokes going towards the center on the inside, that's A2. So first thing is just to look at our numbering. So for the outside spoke A1, you start at the tip here and go down to 14 there. So it's 1 to 14 if it's the 8x8 inch mounted piece. So 1 to 14 going there, that's A1. Now for A2, let's look at where our number 1 starts. It starts there. There's a hole there. You don't want that hole because that is part of the outside. You want to go in 1 to 14. Now, you would know that you've gone wrong if you started there. You'd end up with 15. You go up to 15, okay? So it's 14 on the outside and 14 going towards the center, okay? A1 and A2. Next thing we're going to do is thread the needle with a needle threader. If you're comfortable and you're able to thread it without it, that's fine. If you've got a needle threader, this is what you do. You almost pretend that the needle threader, and it's the narrow end as opposed to the thicker end, pretend it's the thread and put it through the eye of the needle like that. And you've got, I'll just get my pencil, you've got a hole, you've got space there. Okay, and that's the space through which you put your thread. Now the hole is bigger, so it's fine. So she says there. There you go, pull it a bit, then pull the needle threader through, and then, so there's my needle threader, and then I just pull the thread out. And then I'm going to make a knot in the end. Now, yeah, just so I don't forget, you don't want double thread. So double would look like, one moment, double looks like this all the way along. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want it single, so you have a shorter end and a longer end. There's my shorter end. I'm going to put a knot at the end of my longer end, say about, give myself a tail of an inch or thereabouts. And let's get started. I'm going to turn over my card. So there is my number 1. There. So let me just mark it number 1. There, that's the reverse. So I go in at number 1, come out, and then see I'm matching the numbers. So I've gone into A1, I'm going to go into A2's number 1, like that. Okay, turn over, and this is what I call crossing the road. So I just came through here. I'm going to go into the next hole, which is hole number 2. And this is what your pattern on the reverse should look like. It's like an L, okay? And it's like running, it is running stitch, okay? If you get anything else, it's not wrong, but if you're new to string art, endeavour to make it look like that. So come out at number 2 on the A2 line and go into 2 along A1. There, turn over, and then go straight across, come out at 3, go into 3. And just before I do that, you can see that my stitching is going behind, okay, rather than in front. Turn over, and then go along, back over. There's 4 there, so I'm going into 4. Your numbers match on the front. Go along into 5, and then 5 to 5. Turn over, go along. 6 to 6. Along on the reverse. 7 to 7. 8 to 8. Along on the reverse, I come out at 9. 9 to 9. Into number 11. 11 to 11. Almost there, along. 12 to 12. Come out at 13. 13 to 13. Last one. My thread is doubled, so keep an eye on that. It's fine. I'm going to tug at 1, and it's come through. And it's the last one. And that's, yeah, we're done with that one. You can see that pattern forming. So I turn it around and to cast off, so to speak, neatly. That one is hole 14. So I'm going to go back on myself and insert my needle into that stitch underneath, form a loop, and then insert my needle through the loop. The first time it ties, do it again. The second time it knots. So that's a nice neat finish. And I snip it there and then snip my thread there. That's what it looks like on the reverse. That's what it looks like on the right side. As I said, I numbered my holes for the video. If you think it would help, please do number your holes as well. However, do it really lightly. I've done mine quite heavily so you can see my numbers. Do it lightly so that when you rub them out, you don't see the indentation. If you don't need the holes, that's fine. But if you do, just to start you off, feel free to do that. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope that you enjoy making this inaccurately named beehive design. Take care. Bye.